EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New England Patriots. Marr now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, set, play, 20.
Check, 48, the mark.
Sugar.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1st down, here's White.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Play action. Now it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Brady. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott is going to fire one deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, 41 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now he'll escape to his right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Alfred Morris that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Check out.
A first down carry by Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. 3rd and long for Prescott. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Edelman set to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball? The NFL, 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
on second down now. It's White. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they're showing improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Kill, kill, kill.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brady's throw there complete. 11 yards there, 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Brady. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That goes for a gain of 31. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. Now that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. John Simon. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And that's Elliott, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Come on, QB, come on.
Prescott from the gun on third. He finds his man. It's Austin. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Prescott to throw it. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go, dude. Here I come.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go, let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 198. Here we go, 46. Hey, let's go. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cooper. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, 79 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the screen. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. Switch. 46.
To throw is Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Going for it all. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they look pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in. But the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning. And he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington. But they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
49, check 49, check 49.
They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Wiggles free. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground with White. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Brady, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. White again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun with White. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. Power running by Zeke. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
This is Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The kick by Maher is good. And they have taken the lead. 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed it.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On 1st down, Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now Prescott. And it's caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.